ready whenever you are.
Okay. So I wanted to talk about the energy. I want to talk about a couple of things, the energy work. I have to say that I was pretty happy-go-lucky in my life, and I hadn't had an energy reading in quite some time, actually a few years. And I thought, well, I know Umar, I trust Umar, so I'm gonna go for it. And I ended up finding things I didn't realize I needed to work on. And the first session that we had together, it was in the evening, and I remember this specifically because by the time we were done, it was close to 8 o'clock, and I was literally asleep by 8:30, and I slept the entire night through, and I hadn't been that well rested in months. And so I knew something changed and shifted and completely worked for me. And then I was hooked. So by my third session, I actually had to ask him to stop because the energy work was very, very thorough and very deep. And I have to admit, when I first came to him, I was a little skeptical about the EFT because it hadn't worked for me in the past, but now it really, really works. And it can take me from a place where I feel a little bit down or dark to actually being giddy. And I just think that's amazing. And I love that feeling. And who doesn't want to be giddy? So the energy work really works. It works for me. It's a modality that I really, really enjoy. And it may take a couple of days sometimes for it to set in what the result is, but it's okay. The second thing I really want to talk about is the safety. And what I mean by that, it's an incredibly safe environment here. There's no judgment. You can talk about anything, and then things will come up that you didn't even know you needed to talk about. But mainly the one thing I really, really love about this is how relatable Umar is. You can be in a situation and feel, stressed or strained or embarrassed, and he'll be like, hey, congratulations, you're human, just like the rest of us. And he can actually relate to some situations as well. And so it makes him so relatable. And he's not sitting there like this going, yeah, and writing down every little note and going, okay, well, let me ask you this. It's very fluent, it's very serendipitous, and it helps you feel incredibly safe while you're doing these sessions. And I highly recommend it, mainly because you're gonna get something out of it that you don't know that you needed sometimes, but also it's a safe space to come to and release what you need to, and you will definitely benefit from it, whether it's the energy work or the reading itself. And he's always open to answering questions that you have. So I highly, highly recommend coming to see Umar.